I'm delighted, very happy, and very pleased to be here tonight. It is always good to be in Nashville. I'm happy to be in Nashville and to be on Vanderbilt University campus. For me, coming to Nashville is like coming home. In many ways, this place gave birth to my activism and involvement in the work for social justice. He was young, black preacher, only about 26 years old. He was talking about the power and the responsibility of people of faith to make a difference in our society. When I heard his voice and listened to his words, I felt like he was talking directly to me, saying, John Robert Lewis, you too can do something. As I came to know this man, this beautiful human being, as I came to know him through the life of the movement, my admiration for him as a man also grew. He was a minister, a leader, who spoke to the hearts and conscience of all of us who believe that nonviolence was a more excellent way. His message was love. His weapon was truth. His method was creating nonviolence. His goal was the beloved community, a society based on simple justice that valued the dignity and the worth of every human being. In a sense, this man spoke a strange language. We see and hear people talking about Martin Luther King Jr. So this man's leadership, this one man freed not just a people, but an entire nation. And he helped make our country and this little piece of real estate we call Earth a better place. A man that was never elected to a public office. But when you come to Washington, D.C., standing between Jefferson and Lincoln, that is the likeness of Martin Luther King Jr. So we must continue the struggle of Dr. King to create the beloved community, a beloved world. He was said that the means by which we struggle must be consistent with the end we seek. He would tell us that all over the world we have seen people take up the cause for democracy, the cause for freedom, and they look to us, they look to America for leadership. He would tell us that the people around the world have not been persuaded by bombs and guns. They look to us because of our ideas, the principles of justice, equality, and human dignity. The movement that Martin Luther King Jr. led here in our country, here on our land, was an attempt to help hold the American house together. So tonight, call it the American house. Call it the world house. Dr. King is saying we must never, ever leave the house. We all live in the same house. We are one people, we are one family. It's not just the house of Vanderbilt, of Fisk, American Baptist College, or Tennessee State, or Harvard. It's not just the house of Tennessee, but Georgia, or Alabama, or New York, or California. It's not just the American house, it's the world house. Yeah. Again, I say, it doesn't matter whether we're black or white, Latino, Asian American, Native American. We're one people, we're one family. We all live in the same house. I said to you tonight, we must continue to walk with the wind, and that the spirit and the teaching of Martin Luther King Jr. and the spirit and history of our country be your guide. So don't give up. Dr. King said, don't give in. Don't get lost in the sea of despair. Keep the faith. There's some citizens and freedom riders here tonight. You've been hanging in there. Those of you at this great university and other colleges and universities and institutions, hang in there. Hold on. We're going to create a beloved community. We're going to create a society at peace with itself. So Dr. King and others are still inspiring us to stand up and fight the good fight, to keep the faith, to keep our eyes on the prize. Thank you very much. Thank you.